everybody, I'm Jody with San Diego Burial at Sea. Today I wanted to show you our selection of urns that are specifically designed for use in a sea burial. Now to begin with, I wanted to show you this. This is actually not an urn that's suitable for a sea burial. In fact, we cannot put this into the water. This is called a scattering tube. Oftentimes families will bring them on board because they are rather pretty, with the misconception that they can be placed in the water as they are. These are not designed for that. So we're going to take that off the table right now. Other urns that people may bring in from different organizations are biodegradable urns, but they're not designed for use in the water. Oftentimes we'll receive urns in the shape of a heart, or urns that are in boxes with leaves on top of them. While very beautiful, they are not suitable to place in the water. Our biodegradable urns are specifically designed to break down within 4 hours of being placed in the water, and that is a legal requirement, which we try to follow. So let's get started with some of the ones that we have, and we'll leave my personal favorite till the last. To begin with, we have what's called a salt urn, and as the name implies, this is an urn that is carved completely out of a block of salt. The ashes will be placed inside in a biodegradable bag. The lid will be adhered with water-safe glue to the container, and it can either be scattered, which is the term we use for placing ashes in the water, by dropping it, or it can be lowered down in a basket beneath the water and then gently tipped out. Once these enter the water, they do submerge rather quickly, but they're very beautiful. The light color enables you to see them for quite a while as they're going down. The next one that we have is right here. This is called a journey urn, and these are also designed for use in the water. You can see that it has quite a nice texture to it, and it's really quite an elegant design. This opens up like an envelope would on the end, and then this band, which is removable, is affixed again to hold the envelope closed. Now sometimes these are decorated with flowers that are placed underneath the band, and also families can write upon them if they want to place a message on the urn itself. They also come in a smaller size. Sometimes we have need of a smaller size urn, or we have people that want to participate in the scattering and would like to have several urns for one burial. The next up we have is our seashell urn. These are really beautiful. One of the advantages of this is that this urn can hold 2 sets of cremains. So if you have people whose wish was to be buried together, this would be a very appropriate choice for that. These also, again, are designed to stay afloat between 2 and 5 minutes. They do have a door in the back here, which is removed. The remains are placed inside in a biodegradable bag, a water-soluble bag, and then the door will be affixed again with water-safe glue. These are quite pretty, and they actually come in several different colors. Blue, kind of a corally orange color, which is my favorite, and a tan, that both of them look quite a lot like actual seashells, which I think are very pretty. Now our favorite urn is our turtle here. We love this guy. One of the things that's really wonderful about our turtle is when he's placed in the water, the way that he floats, and he'll float for 2 to 5 minutes before he submerges. And it's really beautiful to watch. We have a door in the bottom. Again, there'll be a water-soluble bag with the ashes inside. The door will be sealed, and then the urn will be placed in the water. Now what's nice about these too is sometimes families will purchase them before the burial and decorate them. And during the burial itself, we have markers that we place out so people can sign the urn before it's placed in the water. And again, we also have small baby turtles if you want to have more participation, or if you have a need for a smaller urn. This one here is actually, it's more of a keepsake urn, which is something that we also offer. but it's the companion with the salt urn. So I think it's important to realize that you do have a lot of choices. All of them are very beautiful in their own way, but the important thing to remember is that we are, by law, required to use a water-soluble, biodegradable urn. If you have any questions or would like to see any of these, feel free to reach out. We're happy to show them to you. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate your trust. Safe travels, everyone.